Hello, my loves. Welcome back to Chemistry with Kismet Tarot. I am Monica, the Kismet Chemist. If you are new to my channel, welcome to the family. I am honored to have you here. If you are returning, welcome back. I have missed you. Totally tripping on my words, guys. All right. So we are in the next season for Rising Sign Messages. This is going to just be the intro so that I don't go over the same information continually with you guys. So we are moving into Samhain. It is Scorpio season in the Northern Hemisphere. In the Southern Hemisphere, the Sabbat is Beltane. And both of these occur November 1st. Samhain runs from October 31st through November 1st. It is a longer duration of time. Both of these seasons are considered to be gateways. They are essentially time frames. We talk about Samhain in the sense of it is the time in which the gates or the veil is the thinnest between the living and the spirit realm. Beltane is also one of those gates because it occurs on the opposite side of the world at a different time. The energies are still there. They just have a different feel to them. For those in the Southern Hemisphere, when you're celebrating Beltane, this is more about the magic of spring, the welcoming of spring, the welcoming in of new love, new abundance, new prosperity, new growth. It's about planting those seeds and starting something new. Beltane, it even says here, the gates of the spirit and fairy world are open to travelers. But Beltane for the Northern Hemisphere is usually celebrated on May Day. And it is a day in which, in schools, we would have baskets of treats and ribbons and bright, vibrant colors to reawaken the energy, not just within the classrooms or within the workplace, but within ourselves, reawaken that bright, vibrant magic where we know that summer is on the horizon. We know that warmer days are coming and we celebrate. This is a time where the fairy realms are very active. They want us to respect them. They want us to understand them. They want us to learn how to do the dance of life alongside of them. Even though they can be very mischievous at times, they are a very loving energy. They are very protective of those that they have been given guard over, so to speak. Those they protect, they are very overprotective of. But they are very playful, and especially, for children or even your inner child, this is a great time to really reconnect with that magic and that mystery and that wonderment of, sparkly days and rainbows in the sky. And I know it sounds like super optimistic, but it's a time for you to remember that this world was founded on these entities or these energies walking beside us. The world was founded on knowing that we co-created everything side by side with the spirit realm. And these are the best gateways or sabbats in order for us to respect that, both for Samhain and for Beltane. If you are celebrating Beltane, it's a great time to bring out some ribbons or make, say, like a daisy wreath, anything like that. It's just a good time to get in touch with Mother Nature and to really get back into the essence of blossoming flowers and planting seeds and knowing that warmer days are to come and celebrating that, celebrating love, the love that you have in your life, and going back to your roots and celebrating your ancestors and the love that your ancestors had for each other, because the love that they had for each other is what created you. And I think we can forget that at times. For those of us in the Northern Hemisphere, which I am too, we are moving into my favorite Sabbat, which is Samhain. And Samhain is also called Halloween, or I believe it's All Saints Day. Don't quote me on that. I may very well be wrong. But it is the final harvest festival, and it is the witches' or the pagans' new year. This is the time in which we know that the colder months are now upon us. We know that all that we have created is now going to give us the fuel, give us the warmth, give us the food to get us through these colder months. This is a time to celebrate. It is not a time to mourn, but a time to celebrate. It's not a time for fear, it's a time for respect. This is a time for us to celebrate all of the transitions, the transformations, and the ways in which we have changed ourselves, our lives, and the world as a whole, going along this journey that we have been on for pretty much our entire lives. Now, there are 3 cards out to kind of signify the energies that we're working with, especially with the primary moon phases. We have the Death card, which is Scorpio energy. We have the Hierophant card, which is Taurus energy. And in the middle, we have the Tower card. The Tower card is Mars. And Mars goes retrograde the day before Samhain, the day before Beltane, or 2 days before Beltane, because it goes retrograde on October 30th. This Mars retrograde, after I worked through the energies of the book and all of the aspects, and it's literally like a 74-day, it's 74 days long, this retrograde, but it is an incredibly powerful time. The messages that came through with the Mars retrograde guidebook, which is now available on Amazon for you guys, which I will link in the description box below for you. The energies of it were so profound. It was an up and down journey. I found myself crying on days, and other days I found myself just in awe of the ways in which Mars's energy came through to teach us, to show us a new perspective, a new awareness, a new level of maturity. I would say it very much felt like a new level of an ascension in Mars's energy. And that in and of itself felt like a tower moment in my life, because the level of awareness that I had prior has now changed. And so I strongly encourage you guys to grab that book, be prepared, because the energies can go one of 2 ways. And the number one thing that came through is it's our choice. It's our choice how we work with it. It's our choice what we look at. It's our choice. But these are the messages that were coming through. And that leads us directly into the back of the deck energy with the 3 of Pumpkins, because with the 3 of Pumpkins, it correlates to the 3 of Pentacles. It's about building. It's about rebuilding. It's about taking ourselves down to the foundation and finding out what we have built our foundations on, making sure that we have built our foundations based off of love, and making sure that we build any further upon that love, divine love, true, passionate understanding of what our purpose is here in the world, what our place is, our own uniqueness, our own individuality amongst the whole, and the ways in which we are uniquely designed in order to overcome the lessons from the past, so that whole quote of history is doomed to repeat itself is no longer part of our repertoire. It's no longer in our minds. It's no longer in our hearts. It's no longer in our souls, because we know it's not. We know the fallacy when we hear it, because history is not doomed to repeat itself, because we are starting something new. We are in a new history. We are writing history as we go. And that is a very, very powerful thing. And I cannot emphasize enough just what the messages were. But we're moving through this time frame, and during this time, we also have the ending of the 2022 eclipse season. So we have the partial solar eclipse, which is actually kicking off Scorpio season on October 25th, and we have the full moon, and it's a total lunar eclipse in Taurus, which is hitting November 8th. These energies are so profound. They are so huge. And in particular, the partial solar eclipse, which we will break down in each of the rising signs. So really, really think about the things that you're ready to let go of, the things that you are ready to no longer be a repeated history, and the things that you want to write as your storyline moving forward, because this is the time in which we are able to do that. We are entering into a gateway in which we are going to be able to move into a new world, a new place, a new time on our timelines, in our journeys, in our lives. We have this capability within us. There is luck, there is blessings, there is awareness, there is guidance. Even in the times that the energies feel heavy, they may elicit fears because we don't understand what's going on. And I myself have felt that as I moved through Mars's retrograde guidebook. I felt that so deeply. And I had to work through it, but it is possible to move through it. It is possible to overcome it. There are resources. And that is something that Spirit wants you to know very, very strongly here. There are resources for you in this world so that you may go forward and build new structures, new foundations based off of the transformation that you're going through. Take things down to their absolute foundation and build a life based off of your heart. This is what we're going to be talking about as we move into the energies and the messages. We are again doing it based off of your rising sign. So if you're not aware of what your rising sign is, there will be a link down in the description box for a website. And it's the website that I use for all of my astrology purposes. So definitely check that out and get your rising sign. It is free to use. And we're going to be going through the same 4 sections: self, spirituality, relationships, and career. Each one is going to correlate to a moon phase. Each moon phase is going to correlate to a different house within your natal chart, and it is going to be based off of your rising sign. These are in-depth messages. They tend to get really long. It requires a lot of patience. However, the resources that are contained within them are 100% channeled. I don't even know what's going to happen. I don't know what the messages are going to be, but I'm really excited to jump back into rising sign messages. I absolutely loved doing Libra season, and I am so excited to do it now because these are really my 2 favorite times of the year. They really are. Both of these Sabbats are my 2 favorite times of the year because they both signify something so deep within myself, so powerful, so magnificent. And I feel that within the world. I feel that within the collective, that's what we're being asked to tap into, this magic, this essence within us. Because of that, it is going to be a very magic focused reading. We're going to be working with all of my magical decks, all of my like witch and wizard decks, because I want you to tap into your soul's inner magic. And I am actually hearing to tell you to leave behind the structures of what you think magic is and open your mind to more. All right, guys. I didn't want to make this a really long one because, you know, with the rising signs, we go over everything as far as the energy of the charts, the primary messages, how we can work with it collectively, and then we get into your specific readings. So without further ado, I'm going to leave you guys here. Don't forget to check the links in the description box because there will be links for my author page on Amazon, so you can grab that Mars Retrograde guidebook, and links to astro-seek.com so you can get your rising sign and get prepared. And I will see you guys in the following days with the rising sign messages. I want to say thank you so much. Thank you to your guides and my guides, not just for facilitating the connection between our energies with all of these readings, but also for bringing so many amazing energies and amazing people into my life, into my community, into the things that I've been working on for months and months. It's been just such a profound time for me. And I just really want to especially thank your guides. I do my own like massive gratitude to my guides on a regular basis for, you know, putting up with me and walking this path with me. but also for being very patient with me and making sure that I know in the darker times where I'm doing shadow work and whatnot, that they have my back. And I truly, truly am telling you guys, your guides do too. All right. Thank you as well to Spirit, because guys, if it were not for Spirit, we would not be in this world. We would not have the opportunity to learn, to grow, to change, to have these experiences that just uplift us. Even if they feel like they tear us down, they really do uplift us. And it's all through Spirit. Everything is through Spirit. It is so amazing. It is so amazing what Spirit does for us and creates for us and gives us the opportunity to create for ourselves. It's so incredible. And I am so thankful for it. I am so thankful for it. I want to just exude this thankfulness out so that you guys can feel it too, because, oh, I'm just telling you, it's a good day today. And yeah, without further ado, I will see you guys at the rising sign messages. Again, links in the description box. Let me know what you guys are the most excited to learn about for these messages down in the comment section below. I would love some interaction with you guys. I've missed you guys over the past couple of weeks when I've been just kind of minimally dipping in and out. So I love you guys. I will see you all at my readings for rising signs. All right. Bye.